Let's go ahead and come into this seated position right here, called Nefertum. Relaxing the arms and the shoulders. Closing the eyes. Keeping the head in line with the spine. As you bring your focus inward, release any negative or uneasy thoughts that you may have entered the session with. Allow them to sink down into Geb, the earth. As you inhale, allow the midsection to expand. Allow that breath to travel all the way up towards the crown, completely filling. And then slowly exhale, traveling that energy downward, pulling the navel in slightly, all the way down towards the Geb, and release there into the earth, ensuring that you empty, and then starting again. Just be completely tuned into this breath. Keeping all the muscles in the face relaxed, and not lifting up the shoulders as you breathe. Allowing yourself to remain here in this stillness, not fidgeting or concerned on what is going on in your external environment. Not allowing yourself to submit to any forms of other distraction. You're here, present with self. Don't want you to lose focus just because someone walks in the room or comes next to you, because you hear sound. This is all part of that mental exercise. Remaining here in your stillness, preserving your peace. Bringing the hands together and rubbing them. Cupping the eyes. Inhale. Exhale, slowly move the hands away from the face, looking into them. Shower yourself with energy from the crown down. Hetep. 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 Inhale, raise the arms up. Lifting up the head, holding Tekken. Exhale, Sema. Palms down into prayer. Keep this movement going. So as inhale up, Tekken, exhale, Sema. Keep that movement going. Exhale, holding Sema. Let's go ahead and interlock the fingers and go ahead into figure eights, warming up the wrists. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Elbows stay close to the torso. I'm only moving the hands to warm up the wrist. Going through full range. And extend the arms straight out. And let's go ahead and do small circles with the hands. And switch directions. All right. Go ahead and place the fingertips on top of the elbows, on top of the shoulders. Bring the elbows together and inhale, rolling open, making a big circle. Go ahead and round the spine. Bring the chin close to the chest. As you inhale, rolling open, arching the back. All right. So I just slowed it down and emphasized it, where it's going to be more dynamic. Right. So I'm lifting my head, bringing my chin down as well with it. Other direction. Elbows are touching in front of the chest on the exhalation as I flex the spine. All right, inhale, raising the arms into Ka, elbows in line with the shoulders. Keep your gaze forward, calming spirit. Just holding right here. And exhale, release. Go ahead and come up into a low squatting position. Separate the feet nice and wide, chest upward. I'm just moving the hips from one side to the next. So staying low. Do what you can. If you have issues with your knees, don't come down that low. Stay up higher. I'm not going to go through the modifications on everything that we do, but it's for you to go through your own practice and modify what you need to for your body. Don't feel that someone needs to always give you the blueprint. You know what I mean? It's through your own practice that you customize these things to what is essential for you. I'm still moving, hips from one side to the next. Switching the majority of my weight from one foot to the next. All right, placing the hands down, dropping the knees down, and then shift back onto the feet. So I'm coming forward, drop the knees down, then shift back onto the feet. Bring the hands together in front of me. All right? So my feet are staying in the same position. I'm just reaching forward, dropping the knees down, toes are planted, and I'm rolling back onto flat feet. That's what you're doing. Just keep that going. Every time I press back, bring my chest up right, head in line with the spine. So I'm lifting my knees up first, and I'm propelling myself. So I'm pushing down into the ground to move myself back. Right? Really explosive movement. And as you improve on it, you can go further and just propel yourself back. A little bit more of a push, right? A few more, keep that going. All right, hold there. Dropping down onto the knees, bring the knees together, hands right underneath the shoulders. Starting with the right knee, big circle. Let's go ahead, keep that going. Make sure to come all the way out to the side. Make it a big circle. I'm not extending my leg back, keeping that leg bent. All right, same leg, other direction. Going for about 8. Keep the arms straight, pressing down into Geb. So every time I say Geb, that's the earth or the ground. All right, next side. Same 8. Other direction. All right. Back down into low squat. Separate the feet nice and wide. Feet turned out to about a 45 degree. Chest upright. Just right here into it. This is my active rest position. Carrying on with some mobility. Hip mobility. Let's go ahead and move that right knee down towards Geb and then switch to the left. So I'm really not pressing my knees down. I could do it with my hands up and just forcing those in the thighs to do the work. Sometimes I just rest my hands here. So I'm keeping the hips low. You can start getting a rotation. So if I bring my right knee down, I'm rotating towards my left. If I bring my left knee down, I'm rotating towards my right. Twisting through the spine, right? All right, lovely. Sitting down into a sesh pose, pointed feet. Placing the hands in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, sliding those hands forward, lowering the chest. Dropping the head. Inhale, coming up. Lifting the chest back up, sliding the hands right outside the hips, and exhale forward. Keep this going. All right. Let's go ahead, do some gentle twist. Be sure you're turning the upper body, moving those shoulders. All right, back to the center. Inhale, raising arms up. Stretching high, exhale, fold forward. Place the hands down in front of you. Stretching forward, keep the chest lifted though. Hands about shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers, inhale. Chin, chest, abdomen, gliding forward. Exhale at the top. Keep the hips down, point the feet. Shoulders pulling down, lift the chin. And back to all four, pressing back, reset. Go through the same movement again. Keep that going. Take your time with it. Plant the toes. Separate the knees. Inhale, lift into pyramid. High onto the toes. Exhale, heels flat. Pressing through the hands. Move the head downward, open the chest. Try lowering the chest closer together. Bend one leg and then straighten out the other. Let's keep that going, alternating. Bend the legs. Inhale, stepping forward, left foot. Chest up. Dropping knee. Point the back foot. Inhale, raise up into Tekken. Exhale, Sema. Keep pressing down onto that back foot, that back pointed foot. Keep this movement going through the wings. So inhale, raising up into Tekken. And exhale, lower into Sema. Keep that front foot pressing down. Keep your gaze forward. Movement of the wings is in line with the breath. With the inhale as you raise up, all the way to the hands touch. Exhale as you lower down into the chest. Embracing our set, representing unconditional love. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, move the hips forward. If you need to slide that front foot a little bit more forward, do so. Lower the hips down, keep the chest upright. So I'm pressing down onto that back foot all the way into the leg, shifting that leg downward. Inhale, moving the hips back. Exhale, release, lower the hands, stepping back into plank. Inhale, pyramid, high onto the toes. Exhale, heels flat. Bend one leg and straighten out the other. Keep that going while pressing back, pressing through the hands. Bend the legs. Inhale, giant step forward with the right foot. Chest up. Dropping that knee. Point the back foot. Inhale, coming up. Tekken. Exhale, Sema. So you're pressing down into that back leg all the way towards the foot. And keep the movement going through the wings. Inhale up. Tekken. Exhale, Sema. Exhale, Sema. Plant the back foot. Stepping forward into standing. And then switching, now stepping back with the right. Exhale, lower down. Stepping forward into standing. Let's keep this going. So reverse lunges, alternating. Make sure you're not stepping back with the foot in the same line. You know, you want to be keep that right foot in its own lane, keep the left foot in its own lane to keep your balance. If both feet are in the same line, then it's going to be harder to balance yourself, right? Just keep that going. Do your best to keep the chest upright. Step the foot back and then lower yourself down to your knees softly and slowly. Keep your focus. Be in your body. Stepping forward. Inhale, raise the arms up, Tekken. Exhale, Sema, squatting Sema. Keep this movement going. Lower the hands down, step back into low plank. Roll forward into that, top of the feet, lift the chest, head, chin. Arms straight, keep the shoulders pulling down. Drop into the knees, shifting back. Into Kepara, keep the arms extended. Allow the head to drop, spread the fingers. Long, slow exhalation. Inhale, coming up. Plant the toes. Let's go ahead and make nice big circles. So moving the body in a big circle, keeping my hands at my knees and feet planted where they are. So you go in a circle, you could go down, you could go up, however you feel like moving. So sometimes I bend the arms, I press back, may move all the way to the side, sometimes I might switch and go in the other direction. Just how you feel, just keep that movement going. Lifting back up, point the feet, lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the head. Lower the hips, press down to the hands, and back up. Exhale, roll back, and just hold here, stretch forward, allow the head to drop. Here for about a minute, connect with the breath, slow it down. Come back up to all four. Place the hands directly underneath the knees. Sorry, hands directly underneath the shoulders. Let's go ahead and lift the knees away from the ground, slowly. All right? Just slowly. Don't have to lift the knees all the way up. Keep a bend in the legs. So I'm probably about 2-3 inches off the ground. And holding right here. Now let's go ahead and switch. Let's go ahead and move those feet forward and go into a tabletop. So hands go to the back. And I'm right here. So don't drop the butt all the way down to the ground. Have the same about 2 or 3 inch space in between the butt and the ground. Just like you had with the knees off the ground before. And right here, shoulders are pulling down. So I'm not allowing my ears to sink down to my shoulders, but I'm pressing down so my neck is completely free. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the front again. Forward. And right here with it, knees off the ground, a little higher than before. Fingers are spread, pressing down. And let's go ahead and switch. So get ready to make this a little bit more dynamic. So we're gonna shift forward, hold it for 3, and then shift back. Hold for 3. Carry on. Two more. All right. Now we're going to wind and unwind the body. So raise the right arm all the way up. Keep the hips low, but not touching the ground. Bring that right hand all the way down underneath the left hand. Keep the hands there. Now go ahead and adjust the legs. Separate the hands. So now you're back to all four. Keep the knees off the ground. And now I keep moving that right hand over to the left again. And now I unwind. So keeping the knees where they are, I raise the left arm all the way up and bring it around. Then I unwind the lower body and adjust my feet back to all four. So I'm just winding and unwinding the body. Same thing. At no point do my knees or my hips touch the ground. If my explanation wasn't clear, then just watch me. Now switch, let's go in the other direction. Now I'm lifting my left hand up, bringing the left hand right underneath the right, pressing down. See, hips are still not touching the ground. Now I go ahead and turn my lower torso. See, when I turn, my legs are crossed. That's fine. Go ahead and adjust the hands. So now the hands are shoulder width apart again, and now I slowly adjust the feet, uncrossing the legs, but the knees stay off the ground. Moving the left arm over, raising the right arm all the way up and around, doing my best not to rotate my lower body the best that I can until I bring my hand down, then I rotate. Keep that going. We got 3 more here. If you need to take a breather, do so. Lower down, on together. Pulling the feet together, soles of the feet, into a butterfly pose. Clasp the hands and pull the heels in towards the groin. Sway for this plane. Or you're holding this pose anyway. Holding this pose. Knees are pulling down towards Geb, towards the earth. Shoulders are down. Neck and head is relaxed, right? I want the knees pulling down, pulling down. Find somewhere in front of you to gaze at. Stay there. Keep that force pulling down, opening the hips. Inhale. Exhale, pulling yourself into a fold, bowing the elbows out on the lower legs. So I press my elbows into the lower legs and shift my body a little bit forward more. Then drop the head last. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, waving back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Relax the upper back. Allow the head to drop. Soften the body up. Don't force yourself into the stretch. Allow the breath to be your guide. As you feel all the tight areas are starting to open up, the deeper that you go into the breath. Starting to feel a sense of relief. In a place where tension used to reside. Inhale up. Exhale. All right. And bring that left leg down, keeping it bent in front of you. Go ahead and cradle the right leg. So, right leg. Just wrapping the right arm underneath and holding the right here. Just cradling it. And let's just gently go into some twists, some turns. So I'm just starting small. I'm bringing that knee behind me as I rotate towards the right, and as I exhale, I'm turning in the opposite direction. Still cradling the leg and pulling the lower leg closer to my chest as I rotate. But I'm just here, I'm just playing with it. I'm not really forcing myself. This is just light. I know I could go more in either range, but I'm comfortable right here, all right? So just keep this going. And then little by little, I just increase my range of movement as I get warmed up a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Same thing on the other side. All right. Let's do a few twists. So I'm placing my left hand onto the right knee, place the other hand behind me as I inhale, sitting up tall, exhale, rotate, and I'm pulling myself into the right. And I unwind, I'm going to the next side, placing that right hand onto the left knee now, inhale, exhale, twisting, twist that spine, turn the head, twisting towards the left now. And release, coming back to center. Resting the arms on the knees, closing the eyes, connecting with the breath. We're going to go into a few Om, Asar, Aset, Hedus. We're going to inhale together and exhale, releasing the hakao. Inhale. Om Asar Aset Hedu. Release. Let's go ahead and lay down onto our back. Bend the legs, bring the knees towards the chest. Let's get ready to go into our back rock. So we're going to inhale, rocking back, and then exhale out the mouth, rocking forward, keeping the hands onto the knees. Right, we're going to do this 9 times. Do your best to stay into the ball. Don't straighten out your legs as you rock back. Keep the legs bent. Let's begin. On the 9th time, stay upright. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself down, turning the back towards the mat. Bring the arms behind you, arms in line with the ears. Inhale, swinging up, reaching for the sky, and exhale, lower yourself down slowly. Keep this movement going. You don't have to come all the way upright. Just bring yourself into like a 45 degree, reaching about here, and lower yourself back down. I don't want you to bring yourself all the way up here. So this is fine. Keep that going. And swing all the way upright. Place the hands down in front of you. Drop the head. Straighten out the legs. Come into a fold. Pressing down, holding the pyramid. Inhale, raising up into standing. Pyramid to the first eye. Exhale, separate the arms, bending back. Reaching behind you. Straighten out those legs. Inhale, coming up. Tekken. Exhale, Sema. Step to the front of your mat if you're not there. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Tekken, exhale, Sema. Inhale, pushing forward and up, separate the arms, lifting up the chest, the head. Bend the legs, exhale, fold. Stepping back into plank. Low plank, rolling forward into that, top of the feet. Lift the chest, head, and chin. Shoulders stay pulling down. Move the hips towards Geb. Inhale, pyramid. High up onto the toes. Heels flat as you exhale. Press down through the hands. Lift the hips all the way up. Try to straighten out those legs. Pressing through the hands. Bend the legs. Inhale, giant step forward with the left foot. Chest upright. Exhale, dropping the knee. Inhale, dua. Exhale, duat. Inhale, dua. Exhale, hands on geb. Stepping back into plank. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, heels flat. Bend the legs, giant step forward with the right foot. Chest up. Dropping the knee. Inhale, coming up into dua. Exhale, duat. Inhale, dua. Exhale, geb. Stepping back into plank. You're gonna hold right here. Keep holding plank. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers. Doing great. Now let's go ahead and get some movement through the hips. So lift all the way up into pyramid. Keep the hands and feet where they are, and exhale, lower the hips closer to geb. Keep the knees off the ground. Keep this movement going. So you're lifting all the way up, and as you exhale, slowly coming down. Dropping down to the knees, and go ahead and sit back into a sesh. So knees together, feet together. I'm sitting on pointed feet. All right, lovely. We're gonna go into our pillar headstand. Let's go ahead and come up, plant the toes, sit back down onto the heels. We're gonna place the hands on the outside of the knees. You're gonna bring your crown, so not your forehead, bring your crown down about right here, creating a triangle formation, right? So if you're not familiar, just watch me first, and then you join in after. We're gonna do this twice. So I'll just go through a quick demo or angel-stration of it. Hand down, creating the base. Lift the knees away from geb by straightening out the legs. Walk the feet closer to you. And place one knee on the underside of the elbow. Then bring the other knee to the elbow. Feet together. And once I'm comfortable, feel that stability. Squeeze the knees together, straighten the legs all the way up, and try to feel where my body is. So I feel like I need to bring my legs back more, and just try to feel where I am. All right. And then slowly coming out of it, bend the legs, keep the knees together, lower yourself right back down, doing your best to bring the knees back to the elbows. Lower one foot, leg straight. Come down onto the knees. And roll out of it. Place the arms behind you. Palms facing upward. Allow the shoulders to roll in towards the ground. Make sure the neck is not crunched up. And then just stay here, connecting with the breath. All right? So, do what you can. Let's go. Coming back up onto planted toes. Placing the feet down. Toes planted. Hands down. Crown is at the apex and make that triangle formation. You know, before I come all the way up, if I feel like I need to adjust my hands closer or further, you know, then I do so. Right now I feel like I need to adjust my head, so that feels a little better because my locks are out the way. Walk the feet close, bend the leg, put the knee on the elbows. Pull the big toes together, keep the feet close to the glutes, and straighten up slowly, lift the knees away by straightening out the legs. Feet together, pointing my feet upward, and try to feel it through where I am. I'm just balancing out that weight on my hands from one hand to the next until I'm just more or less balanced. Now I'm drawing my navel in and really straightening out my legs. I'm feeling a nice opening within my waistline. All right, this is about good. Bend the legs down, lower the knees slowly, back towards the elbows. Straight out one leg, lower the foot. Same with the next. Lower the knees down together, point the feet, adjust the head, lengthen the neck, place the arms behind you. Palms facing upward. Just allowing those shoulders to roll down towards together, towards the earth. And then connect with the breath here. That was just a jet pillar, headstand. Dua jet. Creating that stability in your life. Becoming that leader. Being deeply rooted and established into your consciousness. Holding not only yourself, but others up as well. During their times of weakness or their fragile moments. All these are principles of being a jet pillar. So I do poses, but there are principles, 2 particular poses as well. Don't just get caught up in the poses, but make sure that the pose is functional and it's not creating more tension than it is alleviating symptoms, alleviating issues or ailments. And simply not doing a pose just for the sake of doing the pose. We're not getting caught up in mysticism associated with a pose, but it has to create real health within my day-to-day for me to be consistently applying these tools of technology, you know. That is holistic. All right. Slowly coming up. Let's go ahead and lay down, flat onto our back. So you're ready to close out. Separating the feet, 2 feet apart. Arms 1 foot away from the torso, palms facing upward. Pulling the shoulders down from the ears. Tongue placed on the roof of the mouth. So when we come into this relaxation pose, this one being the hast, we have another one that we do towards the front at the beginning. It's called Uwa Kepri. Same pose basically, just represents something different. Or in other systems we're called Savasana. What's supposed to be happening here? What are you doing here? Is this just a time for you to lay down and go to sleep? Is this a time where the teacher or the guru takes you into a deep trance and that was the whole point of the class? You're looking forward to this part right here? What is actually happening? But what do you do when it's just you by yourself in your own personal practice? Which is more fulfilling. We have become so used to waiting for instructions. That utilization of our imagination is just minimum. Where you're allowed to connect and explore the fabric of your being without waiting for instruction or guidelines to do so. So it depends on how I'm feeling, what I do when I'm in a pose. If we're just talking about this particular pose here, maybe I'll just feel and allow all the different energies that I activated in me to just do what they need to. Feeling alive. Sometimes I'm just engulfed by the stillness. That I just wander with my breath. I take myself into a space a lot of the times where I could really send myself off breathing alone. And it doesn't have to be any deep, mystic, secret code or repetitions for the breath. No. It's just simply being aware of the breath and just being immersed into it and just going through it and just breathing like I have never breathed before. And just being thankful for that breath and just, there's no words for it. But just that moment alone could bring me so much joy just in breathing and everything that is taking place through the breath. The lungs that are expanding, the blood that is being filled with oxygen, the sense of peace and release of tension, every exhalation. Or if you're not there, you don't have these type of thoughts. Just see what comes up. These are the times for you to take the seat of just being an observer in your own body. just left alone, what kind of thoughts come to the surface? And just take note of that. But even though you were right here within the stillness, there's a lot of work that can be done. This pose is not setting the stage for sleep. There's active mental and spiritual work that you are capable of here. If you choose to, just use here for rest and restoration. That is equally powerful.